Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome to Citywide online education facilities. This is geography class for SS2 for this third term. For the first week, the topic of our discussion today is the description of the Greek and the Köppen system of climatic classification. The Greek system of climatic classification is the oldest system of classification of climates. It emphasizes one parameter, and that is temperature. It uses only already established boundaries, that is the 23.5 north and south of the equator. Each of the climatic types depicts on each side of the equator. It marks out the torrid, the temperate, and the frigid zones. The Greek system also approves temperate zone as the most suitable climate. Now, the types of the Greek classification. There are three main classes that the Greek classified its climate, and these are the torrid climate or the torrid zone. This is found within the tropics. The zone is very hot and has high temperature throughout the year. Number two, the temperate climate. This is found between the torrid and the frigid climatic zones. It has mild or moderate temperature and has seasonal contrast in temperature. The frigid climates. This is found in the polar region, the Arctic and the Antarctic. It is generally cold with low temperature throughout the year and has a lot of ice caps in the greater part of the year. Criticisms of the Greek system of climatic classification. There are a lot of criticisms that trace the Greek system of climatic classification, and these are: one, it only emphasizes one parameter, which is temperature, neglecting other elements of climate. Number two, it ignores other elements that makes up the climate of an area. Number three, it does not quantify. That is, it is only based on quality. Number four, it fails to recognize different climates, such as those of the humid and the desert regions. Number five, it ignores the influence of latitude, altitude, presence of vegetation, and the wind system. Number six, the Greek system uses only overgeneralization of the climatic system. That is, it does not classify climates based on their specific differences. It only generalizes the climate. Number seven, it rejects the influence of landforms on climate. Number eight, it is too simplified. That is, it is too simplistic. It is not complex. It does not make use of different components of the atmosphere. Now, let's look at the Köppen system of climatic classification. The Köppen system of climatic classification uses temperature and precipitation indices to identify 5 different climatic regions. And these are the type 1, which is the tropical rainy climate. It is moist and hot climate temperature with 18 degrees Celsius as an average temperature. The rainy climate is with no cloud cold season at all. There is abundance of conventional rainfall, and the temperature of the coldest month is above 18 degrees Celsius or 64 degrees Fahrenheit. The type B, the annual evaporation exceeds annual rainfall and lacks water, and it is dry. This is known as the dry climate. These regions have short wet seasons and therefore suffer from moisture deficiency. The third climatic type by Koppens is known as the sea type. This is the rainy climate with mild winter. It has abundance of rainfall and the temperature of the coldest month is below 18 degrees Celsius, that is 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit, but greater than 3 degrees Celsius. The sea type have different subgroups. Among them is the CF type, which is the mild, humid climate. It has no dry season, with the least amount of rainfall having about 30 millimeters of rainfall. The CW type. This is the type with mild, humid climate. It has dry winter with heavy rainfall in summer. The CS type with mild, humid climate. It has dry summer with heavy rainfall in winter. The fourth one is the rainy climate with severe winter. The precipitation is in form of rain or snow. The temperature of the coldest month is below -3 degrees Celsius. And the temperature of the warmest month is above 10 degrees Celsius. Now, under the D type, we have the DF type, which is the snowy soft forest climate. It has moist winter, no dry season with cold climate. This other one is the DW type, which is the snowy forest climate. It has dry winter with very cold climate. The last one is the E type, which is the polar climate with no warm season. Precipitation is in form of snow, and the temperature of the warmest month is below 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, or 550 degrees Fahrenheit. Under this type, we have the EF type, which is the continuous frost climate, with average temperature of all the months is less than 10 degrees Celsius, but greater than 0 degrees. It has ice cap and found in the extreme north and south pole. There are a lot of advantages of the Koppens classification, and these are: 1. It is very simple to understand. 2. It is highly objective. That is, it took into cognizance all other climatic parameters such as temperature and rainfall. It is quantitative in nature because some numeric values are used for defining each of the boundaries. 4. It is commonly used in teaching at various levels of educational institutions. There are some of the criticisms against the Koppens classifications, and these are: 1. It did not consider the climate of islands. 2. It uses letters to identify the climate types, and these letters are too many and they may be confusing. 3. There is no clear distinctions of one climate from another. Now, what are the differences between the Greek and the Koppens system of climatic classification? Number 1, the Greek climatic system of classification is based solely on temperature, while Koppens is based on climate and vegetation. Number 2, the Greek classification has 3 major belts, while Koppens classify 5 major belts of climate. Number 3, Koppens employs quantitative approach in the classification of climate, while the Greek employs descriptive approach. Number 4, the Greek classification does not recognize subgroups, whereas the Copernicus classification recognizes different subgroups. It is at this point that we're going to draw the curtain for today's lesson. Inshallah, when next I come your way, we shall be discussing the different other climatic classification of the world. Until then, remain blessed and have an enjoyable Ramadan. Thank you and God bless. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.